Electric vehicle sales last year up 49% in the United States versus total auto sales down 8%. Disruptive innovation gained share during tumultuous times. Autonomous mobility, cruise automation is in San Francisco. Tasha and I took rides in Cruise Automation's cars in San Francisco in November, December. For me, it was seamless. I know Tasha's paying more attention to every single detail, but I thought it was a marvelous ride. And now they're entering Austin and Phoenix. It took them 9 years to perfect San Francisco. It took them 90 days to move into Austin and Phoenix, and they did that by the end of last year. In space exploration, the Falcon X, so SpaceX, has enjoyed or delivered 61 launches this year. That was up 96% in 1 year. That was last year. This is not on the come. And one of the reasons for SpaceX's success, and the reason we're going to get to Mars at some point, is reusable rockets. They were able to reuse their last rocket within 21 days. When they first started, it took 1 year to refurbish the rocket. So amazing progress, amazing progress there. And then on energy. Now, autonomous mobility, I mentioned, I queued this up a little while ago. If we are right, there will be real oil demand destruction caused by autonomous mobility. And here we're just measuring autonomous taxi platforms. We're not even measuring drones for parcels and food delivery, or eVTOLs, electric vehicle takeoff and landing, air taxis, in other words. We're not counting those. But if we're right, by 2030, oil demand will drop from about 100 million barrels today to somewhere between 70 and 75 million. Now, prices of any commodity are determined at the margin. Is the marginal demand increasing or decreasing relative to supply? And we believe supply is going up here after the burst in prices. It's invited a lot of activity, incentivized a lot of activity. And we believe demand is peaking. If it hasn't already peaked out, it's peaking out. And that the decline will be rather swift. It's been very interesting to watch the business or the financial market TV shows and listen to one portfolio manager after another say one of their favorite stocks is in the energy sector. And maybe energy will continue to perform. I don't know why, but maybe it will. I guess it's money moving into value and away from growth. But when that ends, and when these sorts of numbers start playing out, now this is a future, but as I mentioned before, I think this Uber example and Tesla with Hertz is really important in terms of this concept of marginal demand and marginal demand destruction. So I will end there. Lots of innovation has already taken place. We are not just ready for prime time, we have entered prime time. The next 5 to 10 years are going to be magnificent. And we believe that truth will win out in the stock market. As far as we're concerned, innovation today is being treated like value was in the late 90s. And we know how that ended. We believe that innovation will win. And our research buttresses that conclusion. So please check out our website at arc-invest.com for some of our research. Next week, we'll get a lot of news in the multi-omics space. Both Simon Barnett and Ali Ehrman, two of our three biotech or multi-omics or omics analysts, we're trying to figure out the right way to say that, will be there. Simon just published Exact Sciences, his model on GitHub, And you can see how different our conclusions are relative to the consensus on exact sciences. Consensus seems to dismiss exact as nothing but a Cologuard play. Couldn't be further from the truth. And I mentioned our Bitcoin Monthly will be out early next week. And then later this month, we will be publishing Big Ideas 2023. And you will see how much the preparation during since the tech and telecom bust, the preparation or the germination of the seeds that were planted in the 20 years that ended in the tech and telecom bust, that is now yielding fruit, real tangible fruit. And you'll see where we expect it to go during the next 5 to 10 years. And it's all very exciting.